Great day, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in, come on in the room. Happy Monday. We pray that your day has been well and productive and if you've had to navigate some things that you've been able to navigate every ebb and flow of the day, even if it presented some challenges, but you've been able to look at it from a new perspective. Um, and so we want to just take a moment to welcome you into Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves. My name is Mone't Horton. I am the visionary and host. Super excited, honored to be here. Thankful, grateful for another day, another opportunity to be here with you all today. So come on in. You already know our co-host, Lady Tiera Parker. Say hey to the
Hey, 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 everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
yes. Y'all already know how we do it over here. We are again excited to have you all on tonight. Go ahead, take a moment to click and share. Sharing is caring over here at Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves. You know, I don't think we could say it enough, but there are so many things that are going on in our world and our society today. And I believe that every moment it's something else is being layered. Um, and we never know what someone is dealing with, what someone is, they may look good on the outside, but you don't know what's going on in the inside.
That part.
And so when I say sharing is caring, we don't know what nugget, what word, what smile, what what just what will make that difference, positive difference in someone's life. And if you don't have the time to listen yourself, just that one click of a button being shared can land in someone's on their social media page, YouTube, whatever mechanism on their live stream, and something can be said in that second
Yeah,
that will literally shift them and help them to move on, and get the strength that they need to move the needle forward just a little bit. I don't know about you, but sometimes, Lady T, I want to hop to the end, to the Z,
no,
right?
seriously.
And I'm not really trying to navigate that middle ground.
That part. I'm with you.
If I can just be real, real as we start out
No,
tonight,
seriously.
sometimes it's like, Lord, what is this? And why? You know, what's the who, what, when, where, why, how, why
And why
me,
does
all
it
of
look like
these.
this? Why does it feel
Yeah.
like this?
What you said, it doesn't look like this doesn't look like the way I saw it playing out in my head,
Mm-mm.
in my mind. And navigating that place
Mm-hmm.
can be hard, can be difficult. And so here at Sister to Sister, y'all know that this is the time for you. This is a time, that moment of self-care, that moment after pouring out for everybody else every day, Mondays at 7 p.m. Listen, this is your time. Unless otherwise shifted, you know what we do at this time. Because I believe that there are nuggets that you'll be able to take away, information that goes in, it forms that action, which is that action. Because nothing else that we say or do means anything. It doesn't even matter if you don't make the conscious decision, Monet, that once you get off of this live, you're going to activate, you're going to put the plan in motion to move. The
Absolutely.
conversation is null and void. It doesn't matter if you don't activate and
That
decide
part.
to dominate the lane that God has placed you in. Not looking to the left, not looking to the right, but moving forward.
You said not looking to the left and not looking to the right is so pivotal
Mm,
because if we spent as much time focusing on our own trajectory, our own
mm.
lane, what our journey is supposed to look like instead of like
Come on.
comparing it to other people's and feeling like they are ahead of us or we're behind, we would be a lot further. But we get ourselves all discombobulated emotionally and mentally because we're spending time focusing on somebody's journey that has nothing to do with us. We have no idea what they did in the background to get to where they are. And
Mm.
who's to say that you would even do what they've done to get to where they are? So that not looking to the left and the right is pivotal. It's so pivotal.
It's important. And as I was saying, that it's not that looking to the left like and the right, like you said, is so pivotal. And also then learning how to embrace every step of the journey. And so as you all are coming in tonight, let us know that you're here. Again, click and share, drop your name down in the chat. Let us know you're here. Let us know, what are you navigating right now? And we want you to know that if you are here, if you popped into this live right now, you're here on purpose. It's not by happenstance, but this is a divine moment of power and inspiration that will transform your life. And so with that, you all know that with Sister to Sister, we flow. It's not a show, you see it, but it's a flow. And when we flow, it's where we fearlessly level up, overcome, and win. It doesn't mean that things don't come that try to knock us right off our feet.
That part.
It doesn't mean that we don't have a bad day or challenging day or things or obstacles and things that come to shake us.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about tonight the things that come to break us. But the important thing and a shifting thing that we do over here is we're learning to shift our minds, become resilient so that we can rise and continue to move powerfully through life,
Mm-hmm.
overcoming and winning, because all we do is win. And when you may see me say a lot of acronyms, and win for me is what is now, focusing on the what is now. The W is what, the is, and the N is now. Not trying to jump ahead
Yeah.
to the fifth step, but can you honor the first step enough to activate and do it? So
That's a
let's
mouth-
take it.
that's a mouthful right there. That's a mouthful right there. Can you honor
Look,
the first step enough?
just honor it.
No, because we be trying to hit the fast forward button and try to rush through the first step to get to the second step.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Child.
Listen, when I come on here, I don't come to talk about what somebody else did, right? But I'm talking about things that I'm navigating or have
Yeah.
navigated. This is real life journey and real life situation. And so we know life is going to life, as people say, and things are going to happen,
Yeah.
but it's how will you respond to it? It's how will you respond when it does happen? You want to fall back or you going to fall forward? I saw one of a it was an influencer who does lives, regularly, and I think it was on IG, and someone shared it where she models her clothesline, and she was just walking down the street. I think it's Michelle Lopez. So she's walking down the street and she falls. And I mean, she got an outfit, and that's the point she was sharing, marketing her new outfit. But this was footage that um she did not share, because if you're falling, you tripping, and I mean she went straight down, okay? But she got up and the outfit was still flawless. She didn't bust a kneecap, so the material, so it still spoke volumes. But her caption said, "Even when I fall forward."
Mm,
So everyone
mm,
in the comments looking like, hey, are you okay? That really looks like a bad fall there. But she like, listen, but in it, it's still, even every part of the fall. See,
mm-hmm.
everybody sees it from different perspectives.
Yeah.
Some are going to try to check and see, oh, how are you the kind of baby? Oh my goodness. How do you see it? So you have the external view of others. What is your view of what you take away? Right? And then it is, how are you going to respond? How are you going to use it? How are you going to repurpose it? She repurposed it and she didn't hide. It actually was a multi-pronged approach, because she ended up still being able to use it for marketing, because the situation, it showed how the sustainability of her clothes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then her caption showed her mindset. It's like, oh, this could be funny and have me looking crazy in front of the world. But she dared to show it and be vulnerable and transparent. And you still ahead of those who's still in that other place. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Not even getting that. No, did you really
Mm-hmm.
get what the message that I'm trying to?
Because they're stuck.
Yeah, they
They're stuck
distracted by the fall,
that.
but she didn't already got up and kept moving forward. Do you get it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
People out here.
But you just said a mouthful, because how many times has that been us in life when the Lord is trying to show us something different, but we're stuck in the distraction. We're stuck in the
Mm,
distraction of the thing that was
that's it.
supposed to propel us forward.
Listen. Oh, listen. So even the stuff that's going on in our news today, in government, furloughs, real life situations, y'all. Some people are now, this is not minimizing the real life situations of what's going
Yeah.
on in the lives that it's impacting. Grants, money, people losing jobs. Like, this is so serious. So please know that I'm not minimizing it. But at the same time, what I'm saying is that we have an opportunity in every moment to either allow to realize what's going on, be aware, but how are you going to respond? Are you going to be distracted by it,
Mm-hmm.
or are you going to strategize so you can keep moving forward?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? God, what are you saying to me? What is the next step? How should I prepare? How should I have prepared? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How you should be in every moment, and I'm talking to myself, preparing. I remember a time, because I'm in an entrepreneurship journey, right? Self-employment journey, where, okay, Monet, it will be easier for you to run and get a job, right? Bi-weekly, you have a quote unquote secure security check that
Mm-hmm.
comes in. And please know that I know that the importance of, having income and checks
Yes.
and all of those things. But for me, it was important to, it came a point in my life, right, where in my journey I had to realize, am I dependent on that false security? It was secure at some point, but as I've grown in my journey, now your journey might not be, is not the same as mine. And I thank God for every opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it was like, that security is really not security if somebody can walk in and give me a pink slip. I can never. You know what does that make
Hmm.
sense, Lady
Yes,
T?
it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense because I think a lot of times we get too comfortable in the idea of job
Mm-hmm.
security when, I mean, I think the pandemic showed a lot of us that we are not essential.
Woof.
We are not essential. And then the other part to it too
Mm-hmm.
is it stops being secure if the Lord is nudging you to do something else.
Mm.
If the Lord is pushing you and nudging you to leave that job, it is no longer secure.
Yeah. For
Because
you, for your
right,
journey.
yes, precisely.
So please know we understand
Yes,
everyone's in a different place.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But if you specifically, if the Lord has been nudging you to do a thing, if he's been nudging you to leave that job, if he's been nudging you to put your 2 weeks notice in or your month's notice, depending on what kind of job you have, or if he told you that today is your last day and you keep going back, your job is no longer secure because the Lord allows us to have free will and to make our decisions until
Mm-hmm. Mm.
the road has run out and we've used up all of our grace.
Listen, he gonna get your attention either way.
Yeah, that part.
So
That
there's
part.
some people who's tuning in tonight, and you find yourself you're at you're at different stages. It might be someone who may be facing the loss of a job, the loss of a loved one, the loss of any, at any stage, right? Um, there may be someone, we know that this month is what, breast cancer awareness, domestic violence, mental health, um, awareness, and different things of that nature. And so everyone is dealing with something. And tonight we want to talk about shifting from breaking down, breakdowns to breakthroughs. Because whatever you may be dealing with tonight, instantly, immediately, it may feel in your humanity that, whoo, Father, what am I going to do? A breakdown is what, and you might have had a couple, you might be feeling like you're breaking down right now. And I want you to take a moment. You can sit in it, but what you won't do, right? In this space of sister to sister, is after you have your moment, we're not going to allow you to stay there. You got to get up. You got to rise. You got to shift because there's another power move in you. There is another power move in you. And that power move might not be able to be birthed in the place that you were in or where you were. So sometimes he has to shift us through what looks like a breakthrough, a breakdown, so we can get through it to the other side.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Been there, done that, still have.
Listening.
Okay.
Anybody on their faith walk that hasn't been through a breakdown to breakthrough moment, I don't
Mm,
know. I don't know if you're doing your faith walk right because faith in it can feel like the wilderness and you can
yeah.
literally feel like everything is ending and it's all over, only for the Lord to show you something completely different. This is only the beginning. This is merely the beginning. We haven't even scratched the surface of what I have for you.
And you said it. It looks like an ending,
Mm,
but how many know that things must have come to an end in order for you to get to a beginning?
mm,
Seasons change, journeys change, paths change.
mm.
You can feel like you're in a desert, but he'll carve a river right in the middle of the desert.
Yes, Lord.
You might feel like you are on a mountain in the valley low. Somehow, somewhere in the Sahara Desert, y'all seen them sands and all of that. But the wind may blow in a certain way, and a path is created. You might look like you are in front, right? Like a Red Sea is in front of you.
Mm,
But when he says it's in your hands, the power is in your hand, he's giving you the staff that creates path, and he parts the sea just for you to
mm,
get over. And just when you get through the door, see, like someone up who's up against a deadline,
mm,
you call an application, ma'am, I mean, the window, like we literally about to close the window. You get in, but once you get in, they close it.
mm.
That's an example of the Red Sea.
That's why it's so important to, there is never a more important time to keep your faith than in the middle of the desert, than in the middle of the breaking down point. If there is ever a time when you need your faith the most, it's not when things look great. It's not when everything is going well. It is when you feel like your world is falling apart. It is when
Mm.
you feel like you have reached your end. It is when you feel like you cannot go another step. It is when everything is dry. You feel like you have no water, no support, everything is barren. When you look around and you feel like you are standing in the middle of a barren land, that is when you need your faith the most, because it is your faith that will keep you pushing to the next day, even if it's only a mustard seed size.
Come on, come on, come on.
Even if it's just that, that is what will get you to the next day, to say it didn't happen today, but maybe tomorrow, because my God is faithful and his promises are yes and amen. So if there's ever a
Mm.
time when you need to hold on to your faith, it is then.
And listen, Lady T, there are some people out there right now
Mm.
who are minimizing their mustard seed.
Oh, baby, that mustard
You
seed.
you are minimizing the
Mm,
mustard seed. But if I can lean in tonight and
mm.
tell you that that mustard seed, to
Yes,
move on the mustard seed,
yes.
move on the mustard seed,
Mm, 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 mm,
take the leap tonight.
mm.
That leap, woo, is going to launch. I don't know why I just got like this burning, like
Woo.
passion. This look, honey, I tonight,
Mm,
this extra fire tonight. That that mustard seed, if you can just leap on that,
mm.
it's going to launch you to the
It'll
next.
That mustard seed will be your bridge over troubled water. It will be the motor. It will be your fuel. It will be whatever you need it to be. It will be your sustenance.
You know what? Just came to my mind is that, y'all, we're still talking about tonight, shifting from your breakdowns to
Mm,
your breakthroughs, right?
yes, Lord.
So what just came to my mind is that how sometimes it's not that we don't trust God, but do we have the trust and faith in ourselves
Woo. Oh, baby.
and who He has called us to be
Mm, mm, mm,
and
mm,
the power He's placed in us, because He said that He's made us in His image and
mm,
He made us like Him. So He made us with the good
mm,
stuff.
mm.
I
That's
trust
good.
God, but do I trust myself? Am I going to fumble?
Mm,
And that's when we can't put we can't even, you put the weight on your, don't put it on yourself, but you get what I'm saying, like
yes.
you, not saying that it's all about you, but can you trust and see yourself how God sees you? He sees you as enough. He sees you as a woman and a man that's not going to fumble the ball. And even if you do fumble, will you allow him to catch you when you fall?
My
Will
Lord.
you allow him to pick up the pieces?
Mm.
Because I wrote today, as I'm finishing up a manuscript, I wrote today, and we know this is in a word, that his, even in our weakness, his strength is made perfect in our
Yes.
weakness.
Yes.
Will you allow yourself, Monet, to be weak?
Mm. Mm.
What appears to be weak, so he can show
Oh,
himself strong.
that,
And I'm
that's
gonna
the problem. That's the problem.
can
Oh,
you dare? Can you dare to release control and be weak? Be weak.
oh Lord, girl.
Be weak, so he can show himself strong. Can
Mm.
you let him show himself strong?
Mm.
That's a tactic. That's a tool. That's
Mm.
a nugget to take you that will take you from a breakdown to a breakthrough.
That part. That part.
What they say? What you and I, we were just out at breakfast, right? And which
Mm-hmm.
what we say, we was talking about, you know how they say so many times with relationships and stuff like that, you know, when your man comes and all of that, honey,
Oh, yeah, yes.
act like you can't pick a bag or what, you
Listen,
better.
listen, listen.
You if you look like me, single, saved, and in purpose. And so when when I was single, saved, and purpose, listen, I I'm used to taking out the trash, being independent, doing this. But if I say I want a man, a real man to be in my life,
Yes.
when he shows up, and
Mm-hmm.
honey, I'm still pulling back
Mm-hmm.
layers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And learning every day how to release and relinquish control and trust that,
Yes.
hey, God has sent you someone else to help you carry. You
Yes.
said you wanted, you said you.
Yes.
So in that same token, can you
Mm.
allow yourself to release control? Be weak so he can show
Mm.
himself strong in your life. But that's a shift in our mindset, in our perspective.
Mm.
Not weakness unto poverty, unto death, unto,
Right.
and being fable like that.
Right.
But he's showing himself all knowing, all
Mm.
powerful in our lives. That's one way that you can shift from a
Mm.
breakdown to a breakthrough. And honey, that's a way that is in steady rotation in my life.
Mm.
Okay, we moving the needle forward. We getting better at that. Okay, in that section. It's always another one, another opportunity.
Because if we allow ourselves, because you asked the question, do we trust ourselves enough? And
Mhm.
then trusting yourself leads to you being able to release control, right?
Mm,
However, a lot of us are so stuck
mm,
in our mistakes, the negative things that people have spoke over us, the things that we in our hearts know not to be true, but because somebody spoke it over us, because it was somebody that we trusted, now you've taken that on. Now you're wearing that like a coat.
mm.
And so,
Ooh, like a coat of armor.
yeah, like
Like
so,
a honor.
yeah. You can't get to the place of trusting yourself if you're still stuck in the mistakes that you made 5 years ago, if you're stuck in regret, if you're stuck in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or had I, if I would have never,
Mm,
then I wouldn't be here. And then how did I get here? And oh God, I wish I could just, turn back the hands of time. Okay,
mm-hmm,
just a little tough love. I love y'all. I do. However, we can't turn back the hands of time. We can't change our mistakes. What we can do is learn from them. Okay.
mm,
And the thing about it is that we often forget is that the Lord has already planned
mm,
for this. He's planned for every error, every misstep, every mistake. He's already planned for it all. And
mm.
He can redeem your time. It's not
Yes, he
up to
can.
us. So the only way that we can truly get to that place of trusting ourselves enough to release control is by letting go.
Yeah,
Let it go.
that's huge.
Mm.
Yeah. And self-control is actually a fruit of the spirit.
Yes.
So even I remember when we wrote the anthology, Woman Walking in the Fruit of the Spirit, um, it was so life-changing because, wow, if I possess these fruit, then these are the ways that I walk in his spirit and I walk it out, right? Love, peace, self-control.
Mm.
Huge. Long suffering. Y'all, long suffering is on there.
Yes.
It's like that, meaning when I have a breakdown,
Mm.
it's not a lot of times we put so much power on what happened, right? On what it is, as opposed to, you know, the word totally slipped my mind, but what it is, as opposed to, you know, who has the power to bring me through it?
Yes.
Or why is it that not so much that you're questioning it, but what is it that you want to do through me through this thing? How do you want to use? So as opposed to what it is, what happened, but how are you going to use this in my life? This happened, but how should I respond? You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I literally was just having a conversation with my sister yesterday, and I said to her, when you've cracked the code to suffering well,
Suffer well.
when you have cracked the code to suffering well, you will grow light years spiritually, because that is the key. Sometimes it's not about your prayer life. Sometimes it's not even about whether or not you
Mm.
have enough faith. It's, can you suffer well?
Are you suffering well? I'll take it
Yes.
that.
Mm, mm, mm,
Listen,
mm.
we see y'all out there and you are lighting up this chat. Okay. Dr. E, we see you out there. Real talk. Oh my goodness. He will create a door where there is no place. He will provide water in a desert, in a dry place. Yes and amen. Charlene Brown, we see you out there. Amen. He will bring refreshment in a dry land. Come on,
Mm,
somebody.
mm, mm,
Come
mm.
on, somebody. Oh, that mustard seed grows in an orchard. Plant it, seed it, and then water it. Trust and faith is important, y'all, in this process. Charlene, you said break down through a breakthrough. Weakness is part of the process. So surrender and release control.
Mm, mm, mm,
We see
mm.
y'all out there. Thank you all for chiming in tonight. So, Lady T, this is such a transformational process.
Yes.
And the point that I really want us to drive home tonight is that we're not turning a deaf ear or closing our eyes to the fact that there are some real life situations that
Yes.
have hit us that will cause us to break down and be in a stuck place
Yes.
or a heavy place, a down, as they used to say in church, downtrodden place, and all these other, however else you want to explain it. But there are some things that I've learned through my process that God has taken me through and is taking me through
Yeah.
to shift my mindset and to have me in a place of release so that he can rebuild some things.
Mm,
And even some things that, you know, how sometimes we pray for restoration. There is
Mhm.
also some things in our life that are not meant to be restored.
Say it again for the people in the back.
There's some things in our lives that are not meant to be restored. And
Yeah.
so even in my prayer, I have to know that yes, it's some things that God will how he will restore me
Yeah.
to a place,
Hmm.
but it's not necessarily restoring those things
Yes.
that
Yes.
that I had in that last season.
Yes.
Restore me, but God, you don't have to restore all of those things. Don't allow
Okay.
me to take unnecessary baggage and weight and people and places and things and mindset and postures and programs and
That right there.
traditions. Oh God.
That right there.
I don't want to take them into this new place, Jesus.
Mm,
So my prayer tonight is for someone who's watching.
mm,
It's your time to release the breakdown and charge on through to your breakthrough.
mm.
You've been down and held down and weighted down long enough. And it's time for you to break through to your next season.
You.
You may be thinking you're holding on and waiting for God, but He is waiting for you. When
Yes.
is enough enough?
Mm, 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 mm,
When will you jump off the cycle?
mm, 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 mm. You said something so important. You said that in your prayer, you asked the Lord to help you not carry anything old into your new season, essentially, is what
Mm-hmm.
you were saying. And I honestly feel like that should be a daily prayer for to ask the Lord to help us let
Mm,
go of habits, routines, um, behaviors,
mm,
anything that does not serve us into the season He's taking us into. Even the things that we are unaware of, we need to pray about the things that we are unaware of, the things that are in our bloodline, the things that are in our generational that we have no knowledge about, that we
mm.
need to pray about so that we can let that go and stop it so that it does not carry on to the next generation. Because a lot of times we stay stuck on the things that we can see. What about the things you don't know about? What about the things you can't see? What about the things that you will never learn because there's nobody alive to even tell you that it existed?
Wow.
So these need to be prayers. I feel like that prayer of release is so powerful because
Mm-hmm.
we will continue the same cycles, just like you said, the same cycles, the same habits, and the same generational patterns if we do not pray those things down.
Mm. Woo! That's powerful. Things that we are not aware of.
Yes.
I wrote a prayer, and this is actually, I think I might have said it on here before, is that I always pray to God and I say, God, because I don't really like to be overwhelmed with the news every day, you know, just
Mm-hmm.
listening and being
Yeah.
oversaturated with that. And so, but I want to be aware of what's going on. And so my prayer is always that God don't allow me to miss something that I need to see,
Mm-hmm.
hear, you know, listen to or whatever. I want to be vigilant, aware, mindful, and prayerful and locked in position so I'll know how to move forward with wisdom and, you know, all those things, knowledge, integrity, all those things. And so um that awareness factor is so important because there's some things that we do know, but then there's some things in our family history
Mm-hmm.
that are have been spirits
Mm.
that have been carried down, and you might not have been exposed. So you like, God, what, where? And you might not even be saying, what God? You might not be
Mm-hmm.
saying God. You be just thinking someone who's
Mm-hmm.
not unchurched, you know, unchurched, don't go to church, all those things. They like, what is this? Why am I feeling like this? Why am
Mm-hmm.
I? And it's because not because of exposure, but
Mm-hmm.
because of the spirits and the generational curses that have come down the I want to say the generations in the pipeline,
Yes.
and they landed on you.
Yes.
And that if you're not careful, they'll linger to they'll, you know, to your children.
Yes.
Somebody has to say enough is enough.
Mm.
And that prayer can cover, right?
Yes.
Along with anything else that he lays upon your heart. cover that. God, for the things and the generational curses of the things that I am not aware of, we cast it down. We pull down the strongholds. We believe that you will bring deliverance and have brought deliverance for us, and we can go directly to the Father. We don't have to wait for nobody else to come, but we can come to you right now, God, and you can set us free, destroy every
Absolutely.
yoke. And so that's another way, y'all. That's another tip. I hope y'all collecting
Mm,
them tonight in a way that you can move and shift from that breakdown to a breakthrough.
mm, my
I don't know
Lord.
about you all, but this is helping me
Mm.
tonight.
Yes, Lord.
Ooh. Charlene, you said, Lord, reveal, restore, and remove the known and the
Yes.
unknown that is not required for completion.
Oh, that's
My
good.
goodness.
Oh, that's good.
What I'm hearing out of that is remove the clutter.
Yes.
Some
Oh,
things
that's good.
y'all have some things in your space right now that's not even a part of the completion process.
Mm, 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 mm,
It's not even going to help you or add value to what you're doing. So
mm.
why is it there? It could be a person, a place, a
Yes.
thing, piece of furniture, something that's taking up your mental space, past relationships, like Lady T named it 5 years ago, 1 month ago.
Yeah.
Come on. We know that there can be triggers, red flags, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really want to release it, there are ways
Mm-hmm.
that you can do so. But it
Mm-hmm.
starts again with taking that first step, embracing that mustard seed of the journey and faith and God in yourself to know that, hey, if you choose to move, making the conscious decision to move forward right now, then you're not going to fumble that ball.
Mm.
And if you do, He is there to catch you.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
a reason and a purpose, even sometimes in the fumble,
Yes.
because He wants you to know it's okay. You don't have the answers to everything.
Mm.
It's
Mm-mm-mm.
not in your strength, it's in His.
That part.
You said it, Dr. E. He will give you the strength to endure and strength in the struggle, give you strength
Mm.
every step of the way. Listen, if y'all haven't clicked and shared tonight, click and share. Woo! This
And
one right here is for the books.
it really is. This is so good because it was something you said that made me think. Um, we a lot of times we hold on to these things, these past things, people, places, things, furniture, out of comfort, out of just pure sentiments, comfort, not wanting to let it go. However, growth does not happen in comfort zones. The Lord, I mean, Jesus was not comfortable on the
Leave that for the
cross.
people in the
Okay.
background.
There was nothing comfortable about his time on the cross.
Mm,
So if we put that into perspective for
mm,
how long he was there
mm,
for us in discomfort and beyond discomfort, he was in pain. Okay. Why do we feel like we
mm.
are not entitled to struggle?
Woo.
The word does not say that we will not struggle. The word does not say that we will not have trials and tribulations. But sometimes we walk around this world like we are pampered princesses entitled and we're not supposed to struggle.
Mhm,
That's not what the word says.
mhm,
If the Lord
mhm,
can suffer for us,
mhm.
how is it that we do not like just a little bit of discomfort? We just not even a little bit.
Lady T, that was a part of my journey a long time ago when I read that scripture where it talks about if you're going to reign with him,
Mm,
then you have to learn how to suffer as well. See, a
yes.
lot of people just like to ride out the reigning. Oh, we high, we saved,
Yeah.
we empowered, we live an abundant life.
Mm-hmm.
We're on top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to also learn how to suffer well, like we said earlier,
Yeah.
Um, we got to do it. We it's a part of the course.
Mm, it is.
It's an intricate part.
Yes.
And and that's another part. When you share your faith with someone, God opens that door opportunity. Sometimes people have this false sense that, oh, if I come with God, if I'm, my faith that I believe and I get saved and I become a part of the kingdom, that everything is going to be so wonderful. And then when they become saved and hell breaks loose, not saying it's in every case, but something goes wrong that looks different from what you was dealing with, they forget that on the other side they had hell too. But the difference is I'd rather be in hell with God, going through,
You
not
better
being in
say
hell,
it.
y'all, like that,
You
but
better
going
say it.
through challenges, obstacles, and things with
Yes.
God than
Yes.
to be on the other side.
Absolutely.
There's a difference in what they say, who you with, who you hanging with, who in your circle. Okay.
Seriously.
It's
Seriously.
a difference
It is a complete
because
difference.
you know that you are starting from a place in a position of victory
Mm,
already.
mm,
I'm not fighting for victory. I'm fighting from victory, as they say.
mm. And when you fight from victory, you can be going through hell and have peace. And
Yes.
have peace.
That literally, like the word says, surpasses all understanding. Like it will blow your mind, like your
Yes.
mind in your hand. Like, what?
Yes.
Why am I so calm right now?
That.
That
That.
piece.
Mm,
My mind is blown on a daily basis because I'll be like, God, and then you didn't listen.
every day.
But see, that's the difference. So I would rather go through with God
Any
than
day.
according to this world
Any day.
any day.
Any day.
So that false sense of thinking that, oh, everything is going to be so wonderful. No, but then you got to just know who team you on. You want a winning team.
Yes.
In that stance, that position, that title, that
Mm-hmm.
belt or mastery doesn't change. You hold that title no matter where you at. Valley, mountain, in the
Mm.
middle, beginning, middle, and end. He's the Alpha and Omega. So no matter where he
Yes,
is
Lord.
or where I am, I'm still winning.
Hmm.
Mm.
My Lord, my
Dr.
Lord.
E. Dr. E said, these light afflictions are but for a moment, but there is a greater glory coming.
Woo!
But we must endure.
Yes. Yes.
Charlie said, stop desiring the comfort zone.
Woo! Yeah. Lord have mercy.
Listen, where is your desire today?
Mm, 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 mm.
Evaluate your desires.
Mm.
You know, there's a scripture in the word that says God gives us desire and the will, right, to do his uh he puts the desires in us. But it's some stuff that we want that doesn't always align with his will. But those things that align with him, he gives it. He gives us those things. So the question is it aligning with his will or is it conflicting?
Mm.
You know?
Oh, I know.
Is it a good thing or is it a God thing?
Yes. Because baby, because
Is
some
it
of
a
us
good
need to be
thing
some
or is
of
it a
us
God
need to
thing?
be in prayer right now about these good things versus God things.
Because that can be, the deciding factor, that thing that helps you on a daily basis, moment by moment. Because
Yes.
some of us we are decision makers. Every second of the day, we making a decision. You might have to stop and pause for the cause and ask yourself, is this a good thing or a God thing? Because if it's resting on good, then you need to be still and know that it ain't your time to move.
That part. That part.
It's
And
not your time to move, Monet. Be still. It
And
looks wonderful. It looks good.
but you said it right there, because a lot of times, even the desire that the Lord gives us,
Mm-hmm.
He gives us the desire. Now we've mapped it out in our own mind. We haven't
Oh
asked
my.
Him for clarity. We haven't asked Him for a plan. We like, oh, bet, like let's go. And then you start moving in your own accordance, and the Lord is like, whoa, 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 wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you end up having a backtrack, back pedal, and even in that he teaches us, he wants to know, are you willing to release your plan and your will and take on mine, even if it means all that money you just spent in that other thing, you think you invested it in the right thing. It was a good thing, but it wasn't my thing. So I need you to release all of that, give it away. You remember a couple weeks ago, we had a guest who was like, listen, I was with the good thing, but he woke me up in the morning, was like, this ain't the God thing. How many times are we willing to shift and pivot quickly on a spot when it looks like you are failing or you fumbled? Forget it. Forget about what it looked like to the contractors or the people, other people who were a part of what you were trying to put together.
Mm.
But he said pivot. Will you trust him in the pivot?
Ooh,
But then the pivot will position you. Come on. There's power in the pivot that's going to position you
my Lord.
to your purpose.
Mm.
Pivot, position, power to purpose. Somebody type that. Somebody type that. Pivot to
Mm.
position that powers you, gives you the power that further connects you to your purpose. That's what God will do if we trust Him in the
Mm.
breakdown and allow Him to break us through.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
my Lord. My Lord.
Someone is out there who you are looking for the next step.
Mm.
You're waiting, or you think you're waiting for
Mm-hmm.
the next step. But God is saying, will you trust me in the pivot process right now? The furloughs, the adjustments on the job,
Mm.
stuff that's wreaking havoc at home, maybe your vehicle,
Mm.
maybe some things are going on with your children. There's just a lot of things. Maybe you might say, look, Mo, there's a lot of things in a lot of areas. I'm in every bucket right now.
Mm.
Things are just not, it's just uneasy.
Mm-hmm.
It's an unsettling in my spirit. And I don't know where to get peace from.
Mm.
Can you be still
Mm.
for a second? Like God did this for me, like this, like it's because we're on Monday right now. So it was like the end of last week. And Lady T knows, listen, I be I always got my list. I'm always working on something. While we messaging back and forth, she like, all right, say Lady T said pivot. She like, all right, that's good, but take a break. Make sure you do. And I'm like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, I'm doing that. But I was getting some things done, and but in the midst of that, I just felt like God was just like, go sit down, put the computer down, and go sit down. Take a seat and go and sit down. And just rest. Put your meditation, music on. And I don't know, meditation music helps me throughout the day. I don't always listen to meditation, but it just helps me. And so in that moment, I went and sat in, and I have my grandmother's recliner chair, in my house. And my goodness, we'd have probably that recliner chair is hanging on, but it's just something about that chair. But that's where she rested at. And so I sat in the chair and listened to, the music, and I stopped doing the things that I thought was necessary and priority in
Mm-hmm.
the moment. And God began to just download some other things and give me instructions. So when we say be still, sometimes we have our own priority list, but God may be trying to shift those priorities. And in that being still, He gives you clarity on what you need to be looking at in the moment. And when
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, I trusted Him to not do it, be pressured to do it right then and there because I needed to just check something off my list. How many out there like you like check what is it? Checklist, you like crossing
Mm-hmm.
them out. It just does something to you to cross it out, like, woo, another win. But in that moment, He said, go and sit down. And you didn't even need to go take a notepad or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But just go sit down and let me begin to minister and download whatever it is, right? And He did that. And I got instructions on something that I found was actually the priority. And then when I returned, matter of fact, I didn't even return to that work for the rest of the day. I went and laid down and rested. The next day, got up and was able to return to that work even better off than what I was before. But that's taking time for me to trust Him in the process and not be so pressured and so into Monet and what
Mm-hmm.
she wants to do in that time, in that moment. So it might be like me. Sometimes you feel the pressure. And let me know if you can still hear me. You feel the pressure of, being able to or needing to do so much and so, in this such a time. But trust the process, to be still and allow Him to move, shift your agenda, reprioritize, and know that you're going to come right out where you need to be. But when you get to that place, you have to dare to continue to execute, take actionable steps to complete whatever He's placed in your hands.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
I hope, how are you feeling over there, Lady T? I hope they've been able to take away something tonight.
This was so good. This was so good. Um, I feel good. I feel like I can't speak for the viewers, but I know for sure that this definitely has helped me. Um, and if I had anything to leave with anyone tonight, it would be just this question. Do you trust God's vision over your own?
Oh, that's good. Do you trust God's vision over your own?
Yes.
Hmm. Answering that question will cause someone to definitely shift from breakdown
Yes,
to
Lord.
breakthrough.
Mm,
Not just one time, but over and over and over and over again.
yes.
Because what we want to lay the foundation for tonight is the formula. What I've learned is that God's formula is simple. And once He has given us and shown us track records, even if we show up in another season and it looks like the same thing, hey, recall in your mind that, hey, he's shown me this before. It's
Mm-hmm.
another level. But what's that formula?
Mm,
Is it to be still, rest, evaluate, release, pivot, to position, to power, to purpose, and allow him to prioritize? Come on, y'all.
mm,
We've given you some powerful, powerful nuggets tonight.
mm-hmm.
And as we're closing out, we want to rest on that question that Lady T put out there. As you are looking to shift from a breakdown or breakdowns to breakthroughs in your life,
Mm,
ask yourself the question, are you trusting God's vision over your own?
mm,
We should trust his vision. We should trust the plan that he's placed within us,
mm-hmm.
but also we we show that we value what he's placed in us
Mm,
by taking the actionable steps in moving forward. Remember, it's okay to have your moment. You can sit in it for a little bit, but you won't stay. This has been another Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves. Wow, this has been powerful tonight.
mm-hmm.
This has been a divine moment. Remember, we are in the year of big, bold power moves.
Yes.
We have about 2.5 months left in this year, and there is still time to bust a move. Join us next week. We have a special guest coming, and you want to make sure you do that homework in between. We put some questions out there next week. Go on our IG. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. Everyone who's joined tonight, go and click subscribe, subscribe, subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. And y'all, we have a new Facebook community as well. Follow our Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves group, where we'll be having some one-on-one conversations with the group that follows us and the community that follows us there. So stay tuned, stay connected, take care, take charge. God bless you. Lady T, I love you. I appreciate you.
Love you too, girl. I appreciate you
Continue
too.
to stand in your power, y'all. Go out here and make those power moves. Take care. Have a great night. Bye bye.
Night.